Hi everyone, I'm just making a quick video about your oral exam that's coming up this coming week. It's going to be due on Thursday the 25th, and I just want to make sure everybody is aware of it, and I want to make a few things super clear that may not be super clear just from reading them in the guidelines. So to get to those guidelines, you can go to your Module 4 checklist and go down here to Thursday, para el jueves, oral presentation, and you have a Google Doc here that's got all of the guidelines for you. So what you're going to do is make a PowerPoint presentation about any aspect of any Spanish-speaking culture. So it could be from a Spanish-speaking country. It could even be a predominantly Spanish-speaking community here in the United States if you're aware of one or interested in one. You really have a lot of license to choose whatever you want to talk about, but do make it something that you're interested in, because if you're interested, it really shows, and if you're not interested, it also really shows. So pick something that's interesting to you that you can do a little bit of research on, and make your PowerPoint or some similar slideshow of at least 5 content slides about the topic that you've chosen. On your PowerPoint slides, you can't have complete sentences in Spanish, and you shouldn't even have conjugated verbs in Spanish. And the reason for that is that if you've got complete sentences on your slides, then in theory you could just be reading from your slides while you're giving your presentation, and we want to avoid that. So you can write bullet points, brief bullet points on each slide to help you remember what you want to say, to help guide you through your speech, but no complete sentences, please. Your PowerPoint should also, at the end, have a slide with your sources. So any websites that you use, you can just copy and paste the URL. That's fine. You don't have to get fancy or format it any particular way, but make sure that you include that slide of sources at the end, or I'll have to take points off. Let's see what else. So after you make your slideshow, you're going to make a recording using Screencast-O-Matic or something similar again. Screencast-O-Matic is what I am using right now to make this video, and it's screencast-o-matic.com. It's a free service. You can save video files to your computer, or you can also upload them to YouTube through Screencast-O-Matic. If you create an account, then you can save your videos to Screencast-O-Matic's server. So you've got a few options. I usually just save them to YouTube, but sometimes to my computer as well, depending on the size of the file. So you want to make a video of yourself presenting your slideshow, and to do that, you'll choose, when you go to Screencast-O-Matic, you can choose your sources. You can see here in this little inset, this is what you'll see on your computer. So you can choose screen, webcam, or both. For this video, for your presentation, you need to choose both. And so you'll have a small inset video of yourself, and on the main screen, you'll have your slideshow. So you'll make a video this way of yourself presenting your slideshow. The video needs to be 3 to 5 minutes, and then once you have completed your video, well, I'll show you down here. You can see, maybe, I'm not sure if y'all can see or not, but in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, after you start a recording, there's a little pause button, and that's how you stop your recording. Now, you cannot use the pause button to pause and then talk some more, and then pause and then talk some more. For your presentation, you have to do one take all the way through, just like I'm doing right now. And also, you want to make sure that you don't memorize your speech. This is probably the most important thing. You can certainly work on your slideshow, Look up any words that you need to know in Spanish to be able to present your topic and study those words, but you may not memorize a speech, and you certainly may not be reading from notes on your desktop somewhere or from your slides. So your speech needs to be spontaneous as possible. And that also means that even though you can make dozens of recordings until you get it just right, you really should only make a couple of recordings, because after you make more than a couple recordings, your speech is going to start sounding rehearsed. And if and when that happens, I have to take off points, and potentially, if it's very egregious, I have to report you to academic honesty. And nobody wants to do that, especially right now during the COVID-19 crisis and isolation and all that. So don't memorize your speech. Just do it spontaneously. I do not expect perfection. That is about it. You've got your rubric here, and this document in ELC has a link to your speaking rubric. It's quite detailed, so you can take a look at that at home. And then this is how we grade the PowerPoint. This basically will tell how many points I need to deduct for your PowerPoint. So if you do a great job with your PowerPoint, you don't have complete sentences, you've got some nice pictures, make sure that you account for this inset video of yourself when you make your slides, so that you're leaving one part of every slide blank so that your video does not cover important information on your slide. As long as you proofread and use pictures, don't use complete sentences in Spanish, you can expect to get a pretty good grade for your PowerPoint presentation, meaning no points deducted from your overall grade for the oral exam. So once you're finished with your recording, you'll save it or upload it to YouTube, and then you want to submit it. You can click here. Let's see. Submit here. I wonder if it's going to work. Oh, hang on. I am viewing this as an instructor. Let me show you what it looks like in the student view. So for you guys, what you'll do, you can click from that link in Module 4, or you can go to Tools and then Assignments. Then click Oral Presentation 1. And let's see. You've got all your guidelines here as well, just a sort of a rundown of all that. And then you can click Submit. Oops, just kidding. So if you've got a file saved on your computer, you'll click Add a File. If you uploaded to YouTube, then what you can do is copy and paste a comment right here. I've had students tell me that they can't submit just a comment without a file, so you may have to make like a Microsoft Word file or something like that with the link in it in order to be able to submit your assignment. But you just do that, click Submit, and you're done. And your grade will be in Connect within a week of the deadline. So y'all email me at polywog@uga.edu if you have any questions about this. I'm happy to answer them. And just stay in touch if you have questions about anything else, and good luck.